Hi beauties, it's Jean with Beauty and the Stamper, and it is time for card number 8 in our 12 cards of Christmas. I'm going to be using the greetings of the season, and I'm going to be using the season's greetings and the may your holiday season be filled with warmth and cheerful celebration. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to grab a piece of designer series paper, and that is what I am choosing to base my colors off of. So this has a poppy parade in it, so I went with a poppy parade for the base. And then I wanted to use some ribbon, so I have this white ribbon that's going to go really well, but this is kind of thin, and I want it to be a little thicker. So then I cut the, I think this is garden green, yep, which is also on here. If you can see, matching up those colors. I put this to be 1/8 of an inch bigger all the way around. And then when I put it on the poppy parade, it's going to be a 1/8 inch bigger all the way around. So your base, you just take an 8.5 and 11, cut it right in half. You could either cut it at 5.5 or at 4 1/4, whichever you choose. But if you do it at 5.5, then you're going to score at 4 1/4. If you cut at 4 1/4, then you score at 5.5. So we've got our base. Let's go ahead and hit that score line. And we are going to just burnish that down. I also have a piece of basic white and a scrap of basic white. So all these pretty colors for Christmas. And then we're going to start our stamping. So I'm going to get my Stampin' pad Poppy Parade. I just love how Stampin' Up! Makes everything match up. So I'm going to go ahead and get this. I know I need to re-ink this one, so I'm going to get as much ink as I possibly can on here. And it's going to even come out a little bit light. I already know this, but that's okay. So I have this cut at 1, let me just double check here, 1 inch. And I think this will fit. If it doesn't fit, yeah, it should. It should fit almost perfectly. I can't really see. Did it fit? So close, but that's okay. I already did one that is already done, but I want to show you how I got to it. So we're going to also ink up this guy here, and we need to know what rotation we're doing. This is going to be a horizontal card. So we're going to ink this up again really well, as best as possible. Again, knowing that I need to do a re-inker, but I just don't have it right now. So we're going to get this one, and we're going to put this a little toward the top so we have room for a signature. Get it as straight as possible. Let that ink transfer, don't move it around. And then you pull it straight up, and you're going to have that nice saying for the inside. Guess what? We're done with this. I'll set that over here to be re-inked. We're going to move this out of the way so I don't get Poppy Parade everywhere. And we're going to get out our liquid glue, because liquid glue gives us a little bit of time to straighten everything out. And there we go. And now we can put this right in the middle of our card. If you line up these corners and this corner and make everything kind of where it's supposed to be, as long as you cut this properly, you should be able to have a great border. And we do. Look at that. Okay. So now we have the front of our card. And what we're going to do here, I'm going to move this, and we're going to go to some Stampin' Seal. We're going to take this here. Oh, do I not have Stampin' Seal? Yes, I do. We're going to take the Stampin' Seal, and you could, again, use the glue on this one, which I probably should have because we're using such a small 1/8 of an inch. But again, just if you do it properly, you should come out with a good border. This one I put a little bit too close, but it's a handmade card. Nobody's going to be the wiser. Nobody's going to say anything. We are going to take this piece and put it right around here. We're going to do a faux bow. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. We're going to flip it over, make sure we get that. And there we go. Then we're going to take this piece here. We're just going to make a knot, and it makes a nice little, pretty little bow. Just like that. And we're going to get out our scissors. And some people have scissors that they use just for ribbon. And you get a good cut when you have just ribbon scissors. And some people are like me and have good ribbon scissors, but still use them for paper. And then you don't have a great cut sometimes. So we're going to try this again. Oh, there we go. Now, if I was not going to pop up the greeting, I would pop this up. But we are going to pop up the greeting so we can lay this flat on this piece here. Going to go to that 1/8 of an inch again. And look at that. The colors are perfect. It gives a nice little border. And now we've got our season's greetings that we have. We're going to take our to the point label punch. And what we're going to do is we're going to stick this in here. And you see that it's not as big as what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit. And I'm only showing you this for the purposes of being able to do this, so you could do it on your own. But I didn't get a good, this isn't the right size, so once I show you how we punch it, you just line it up the best you can, and you're going to punch it, and you're going to come out with, when you use the right size, I used this one 1/4 of an inch too small, because I just used my scraps. So you're going to punch that. Then you're going to get out a piece of that Poppy Parade, and you're going to punch that as well. We're going to get a little bit of glue here because we want to be able to get those points perfectly. And we're going to put those points right along these points. Now, if you wanted to do just one straight line, you could make it like this and then cut this off and make it a straight line. But I am going to do just a border on the top and bottom. So we're going to get those points lined up. Get everything where you want it and stuck down. And then you can either use scissors or you could use your trimmer. If you have a good cut, you could just, if you can cut straight. If you have long scissors, you should be able to do it no problem. And now you have a nice little border on here that's going to make that pop as well. But even though it's popped, you would want it to actually pop off the page. So I'm going to get some of my little dimensionals here. And we're going to pop these up. We will get out those guys. And again, all of our this is all just with one stamp set. So we're going to put our season's greetings right there. And then we decide, hey, what do we want on here? Do we want some snowflakes? Do we want some little, what are these called? Peppermint, adhesive back peppermints. And then you know me, I always love these. So we're going to go with these guys for the time being. And I am going to put one right here. And another one right here. And then I'm going to put random. We'll put one here, and one more right there. And that gives us a total of 5. I like to do mine in 3s or 5s, but since we've got these and then the 3, I think that'll be perfect. So then you're going to get this card, and now you have a great Christmas card, easy to make. And if you have some designer series paper, this is from the Little Bit Festive paper, but there's so many great Christmas papers out. So if you want to check out any of this stuff, you can go to beautyandthestamper.com, or you can go to jeanpiersanti.stampinup.net to be able to place an order and get some of this, which may be on the last chance sales. And make sure you do that quickly because they could run out, and once they're gone, they are gone. So, all right, beauties, have a wonderful weekend and happy Friday to you. I will talk to you later. Bye.